one of my clients as they are requiring one or two developers. So hopefully one of them will be from this list or not. We'll see how it goes. And on Thursday, previous week, I've um, I've also had a chat with two other nice people. More or less, they are working for projects within the government of UK, and as well, those ones are requiring as the first Angular developers. However, they came back to me that there might be a need for React developers as well. So that's why I want to enrich that list and send it to them, not just with CVs, but also with my that candidate or that student. So each of those ones have received a short story about my interaction with them, and that's how I'll present it to the possible clients. And then there is the third one that I had a chat long time ago, about a month ago, which I'm intending to send it to him as well. So no matter what happens, some students will be called, some students will be invited to interviews, and what happens next, I'll do my best to match them, I'll do my best to help them out in this process and so on. However, what happens next is up to them after they start the interview process. And hopefully, hands will be shaken. So let's see. Andrei, any questions so far? I cannot hear you, Andrei. Da-da-da-da-dum. Hello. I still can't hear you, Andrei. There is no sound coming in or out. So I'm not sure now if you get me or not. Hello, hello. Not sure now if anybody hears me. It's raining cats and dogs. That's an expression in English I've learned a long time ago, which means it's raining heavily. Could this be the issue? Why I'm not hearing anything from you guys? Andre, if we lost the connection or somehow you can't get it back, just dial in again. As long as you can hear me, call me back again. Hey! I'm gonna continue to talk about anything over here. However, I'm unsure if anybody hears me. So this is something we need to at least find out, because it would be terrible for me to speak alone over here. So what's going on? Nazim? Yeah, are we back? Okay. Anyway, as far as you can hear me, as far as we are back live, that should be fine. So are we back live, Andre? Andre, suntem din nou online cu sunet cu tot ce trebuie? Ce anume? Ok. Suntem din nou în direct, că asta tot n-am înțeles. Okay, so you can hear me live, which means we are good. Now let's see about those questions, because I think you mentioned somebody said something. Yeah, but I couldn't hear you. Yeah, you couldn't hear me, so that created some issues. Anyway, it's a learning process again. So, how are we doing with questions? Any questions on the live feed? Okay, cool. That's cool. That's cool. I think I'll be. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do now. Should be silent or not, but this sound is messed up. It's always creating issues, and I'm getting tired of it. Hopefully, with that new sound card, we'll have a better setup or whatever. Andre, when I hear you, I suggest you speak a bit louder and a bit slower, because when I hear you, it's very rambling and I can barely understand anything. So I don't know what to do with this sound. It's just the way it is. So we need to sort out the messages that we get somehow, so I can easily see them, so you don't have to read them to me in the future. And we'll try something with a tablet. I'll, I'll see if the reflection of a tablet is enough in the screen, so I can put it as a head-up display maybe. Maybe the reflection of a tablet is enough, maybe not, we'll see. Cool. Anyway, tonight we'll be doing another live coding show, and that one will have hopefully no issues with the sound, because it will be a lot more controlled, under control. We'll do the live from CodeTap Studio, not from a moving car, which means it should be fine. Anyway, in other words, I was telling you about enriching my CV list and sending it to different clients with the intention to get other students or some students into jobs, or at least from one job to a better one, if possible. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. I also intend to look into solving two of the issues of CodeTap.academy. Maybe we can get that avatar in the chat, and as soon as we get that avatar in the chat, I think the next task should be grouping chats by the same consecutive messages by the same user. So grouping those ones, instead of having, let's say, 7 messages with 7 avatars being consecutive of the same user, so repeating that image over and over again, I'm intending to group them so we get one avatar and displayed, and the rest will be just messages without avatars until a different user, a different message with a different user will be next. So that's the intention. On top of that, we are getting quite close. There will be forever things to do for the chat, but I would say we are getting quite close for the chat to be in a good shape to show what we are chatting between mentor and CodeTap students, to show that we are busy every day, and to give you an idea, to give you possible future web developers, to give you possible future CodeTap students, or to give the clients that are watching from time to time the progress of students a better idea, and to be more transparent about what we do, about how we do it, and about travel by car. I think it will be quite busy until I get home to the CodeTap office. On top of that, there are other things to be done. We'll see about them. I want to catch up with Rezvan, one of, actually the newest CodeTap student, and see when we should plan to take care of his CV. So basically, we want to create a current CV and a targeted CV. The current one is the one that he'll upload online, and the one that he'll apply to jobs with, and the target one is the one he'll aim to get better at. So somebody called and interrupted my feed. Cool. Just a second, I'm trying to find a spot where I can sort out the live feed, and I found one. New voicemail. Mr. Voicemail, you interrupted my feed, Mr. Voicemail. So that's cool. However, I was not expecting it. Yeah, I don't think I'll get the feedback. So Andre, I'm not sure if you hear me, but GoPro is asking me to do all sorts of stuff. Maybe I can exit over here for a second. And have a quick break so I can restart the feed. Yeah, it's raining cats and dogs. Yeah, no, that's not how I intended to. But there's a place over here. Hopefully I'll get the car under a bit. Cool. Okay, so let's do this quickly. Okay. Yeah, okay, I'm ready. Hey. Almost there. Hopefully this camera will connect. Yeah, there's a chance. There is a chance the live feed will start. Okay, and we should have the feedback. We should not sure now if we will, but we should. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and we are back. Rainy outside. So yeah, let's see now. If anybody is listening, I'm gonna tell you a few ideas or a few titles. So some of them are ideas and some of them are titles of future courses. So if you want, yeah, thank you, Andre. Thanks for confirming that we got back the feed. So I can tell you a few of the names and what will you get out of it, out of those courses. And if you fancy it, if you think it's something you'd like to go through, you can just leave a comment in the chat on YouTube, hopefully on Facebook as well, and I'll consider it in prioritizing which one will be recorded first and which one will be recorded later. So one of the next courses is called Everyone Can Code, and it's aimed for total beginners. So basically in that course, what you'll have to do or what you'll want to do is to open your laptop or open your PC and start coding your very first website with or without any knowledge of coding and without having to install anything. So that's how you'll start. Everything that you need to code a website is already available on any of the laptops or desktops available to this. If you have a PC, or if you have a laptop, all you have to do is to open it and start coding your very first website, even if you don't know how to code or don't know anything about it. So that course is aimed for total beginners again, and its purpose is to show you that you are scared, you are alive than you needed to be, or when there was a logical reason to be about starting the career of a developer. So that's one of the courses. We'll start to build a website with the tools that we already have on our laptop, on our PC, and so on. And I think I'll introduce to you a very basic step. One, to download the software, a free one, and to make use of it, speed up. And that's an editor. And usually web developers or any coders, any programmers in the world, usually they use some sort of software to aid them into typing faster or maintaining or navigating through files and through the code faster. Again, any editor in the world, any software that you can write code in it will do just fine, either if it's Notepad on Windows or TextMate or TextEdit on Mac or gedit on Linux. Any code editor, any text editor will do just fine. However, I'll introduce you with a very basic one that's out of the box. All you have to do is open your computer and you have it in front of you. And then we'll do a very first step of installing our first text editor and see how both ones can help us out, code faster, deliver projects faster, and so on. So again, my aim is to keep it as basic as possible so everybody with knowledge of how to write, what letters are, what a mouse keyboard is, so everybody like that can go through it. After that, the very next one that I'm intending to do it's a complete introduction to CSS. So that's a complete introduction to CSS for total beginners. So you get to know almost everything that is CSS available, almost everything, not everything. So I'll try to cover 80 to 90% of CSS selectors, and I'll also introduce you to CSS tricks, and definitely I'll aim to do examples with each of those ones. So I'll teach you how to style a page from nothing to more or less pro knowledge, because you're not going to become a pro CSS developer in a day or after one course, but you'll have enough knowledge to get there. Another one is the version 2 of the MyCV project that's already available on YouTube. And this version 2 comes with lots of new features. It will be a lot better explained, so you'll understand what happened, how we solve it, and what you get out of it, what for you to remind yourself, or what for you to speak in an interview about it, and so on. So I'll go even more deeper. I'll go deeper into every aspect of building that website. So that might be version 2, which comes in two flavors. The one it will be aimed for total beginners to medium web developers, and the other one will be aimed for medium to, let's say, expert level, or at least I'll try to maybe dial it down and make it to target with it all levels, which means it will take more time because I'll have to explain a lot more. I have to explain what a collection is, what an object, what an array is in JavaScript, maybe requests to HTTP, REST interfaces, and so on. So I'll see how I'll be dealing with it, but that one won't come anytime soon. So it might be towards the end of the year or not. This is something that I'm planning to cover with other courses before it, the technologies and the techniques used in it, so you'll be able to grasp more and to understand more about it, more from it. Other than that, I think on Saturday at the barbecue, we've made a list of proposed projects, simple projects. So hopefully more tutorials will come out. Also, we are pretty busy, and now if you do vote, do cast your vote in any of the chats on Facebook or on YouTube. I'll be watching them, and I'll consider your vote into prioritizing which course will come out first. Now let's get back to our current project, CodeTap Data Academy. And before I continue with it, with what I'm intending to do this week and maybe next week, because the next bit is going to be a lot longer. It will take a lot more time to deal with it. Let me quickly ask Andrei if there are any questions on either Facebook or YouTube, and if not, you can keep them for later, because definitely there will be another live show tonight. However, it won't be a talk show, it will be a live coding show where I and our students, our CodeTap students, will do live coding. So, if Andrei has any questions to read to me, that would be cool. If not, I'll continue speaking about what's next in the live coding shows. So as I said, we'll be dealing with the issues of CodeTap Academy. There are still 2 of them opened, and more or less, as soon as we finish with those ones, or with whatever arises adjacent to those ones, so as soon as we finish with this small chapter, or at least with version 1 of this small chapter, because there will be definitely more things to be done, more tasks to be done about that stuff later on. We will be doing some wireframing, so we'll create wireframes about the screens that will be next to be done. So we'll create wireframes, then we'll create tickets for those wireframes, and those tickets will be created issues in GitHub, and we'll plan and we'll write in much more detail than a wireframe what we are intending to solve, or what are we intending to create, to build out of those tickets as new features for CodeTap Data Academy. And what will be those wireframes about? Well, I'm intending to create a CRUD section. CRUD stands for CRUD, which is a shortcut, it's an abbreviation for create C, read R, update U, and delete D. So CRUD, CRUD. So with this CRUD section, we'll be able to add add titles, descriptions, keywords, even pictures of future lessons, of future courses. Our intent with this is to be able to easily manage them and be as transparent as possible about the process and where we are at with each of those lessons. So the idea is for you to visit our website and see which courses are about to be recorded, and then which lessons are already finished in the process, so you can view them, so you can watch them either on YouTube or on courses.CodeTap.academy or on any other website that will be available at. So you'll be able to see other lessons that are in the process of being either drafted or worked on or recorded. You'll see a percentage of how much of that lesson has been done already. And there are lots of things to be done about a movie since its concept, since the title starts, to do research, to gather materials, to build up an idea, to build up titles, descriptions, images, and so on. So there is a lot more going on than just a click on a play button. We need to make that transparent to you, and maybe if you want to stay in touch with the latest that CodeTap has provides you, you can sign up for alerts, and you'll get to see any video we publish as soon as it gets out, or maybe on a daily or a weekly or a monthly basis. You'll be able to pick that up from your own profile. So that's the next step. And I think I spent several minutes just to explain more or less the titles of the features that will be available in this section. That's why I'm saying this section will take a lot more time to finish, or at least to get to a point where we can call it version 1 final. Because then you can have even 50 versions. I don't care about that. I care to get that section to a point where we can start managing at a very basic level our recorded lessons and provide as much as possible transparency to you guys. Hey, Andre, any questions? Is there any questions? I had spent about a day looking for a head-up display, a hood, so I can see who's interacting with me easier. However, nothing was compelling so far. The ones that were good could not allow custom. Thank you, Andres. No questions so far. So there was this guy, Florin. He mentioned that he joined, but apparently he might have got lost on the way. So anyway, I'm getting close to home as well, to CodeTap Studio, which means we can wrap this up for a moment and catch up later on in the next live coding show today. Thank you for listening, for whoever was online with me, and happy hacking. See you a bit later.